Hello, everyone. Luke of Light here, and we are at the penultimate episode of this volume, episode 13. Believe it's called Downfall. So this one's only about 15 minutes long, so it sounds like they're saving like the real big clash of whatever for the finale, the final episode, which will be available for us first members on Saturday. For everybody else on Tuesday, if you have a free Rooster Teeth account, just get a free account. It's free. You can log in with Facebook, and you can watch it on Tuesday. You don't have to wait for it to come on YouTube. You don't have to go through the plague that us first members go through. Is that when we try to watch the episode, we have to wait about I've waited 40 minutes now to watch the episode. So there's that. Anyways, so last episode we had although some people called it, I personally didn't call it. It surprised the fuck out of me that Raven is in fact the Fall Maiden. Vernal has potentially been injured, but I don't see her dying. Not necessarily, at least not yet. It would be a shame if she died, but I mean, if they make something out of it, then okay, I can roll with it. But we also have Raven versus Cinder and legit Maiden versus Maiden battle that I thought we were going to get in episode 9, but nope, we're getting it Raven versus Cinder, which makes it even better because it's established characters that we know more about. Well, we still don't know what Cinder's backstory is, so I would argue that makes her safe until we learn Cinder's full backstory. They're not going to kill her off, and then again, who knows? But I don't see Cinder dying. I don't necessarily see Raven dying, but at the same time, I don't see Raven's plan working. So I think something's going to happen. Don't know what it is. We also got Blake and the gang from Menagerie on their way. Don't know if we're going to see Gira or Kali, because you would think they would leave somebody behind just to keep things in Menagerie, on lockdown, essentially keeping the peace and whatnot. They explained to everybody, hey, yeah, here's what's going on. Otherwise, I guess the Menagerie police people could do that. Whoever the rat faunus dude is, which I don't think we've seen his faunus trait. I don't know if he has a tail or not, or if we've seen his tail. But yeah, and then we also got Hazel going on a rampage, going all Burly / Hulk / Bane, whatever analogy you want to use to throw at him. But anyways, without further ado, I don't like rambling for too long. I can always do that after the episode. That way, I have things to talk about instead of things we already know that have happened. So anyway, folks, on we go. Oh, don't fuck with me. Okay, there we go. There we go. The show's rolling, folks. Nope, we got Ruby Yang.
Uh-oh. What are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna punch you in the kidney. Or that. That works.
Whatever it takes to shut you up. You guys doing okay?
Again, Ruby can't do intimidation very well.
So.
Love Lizzie Jones, don't get me wrong.
I just wish this would go faster.
That's what she said.
You don't complain and just be thankful you unlocked your semblance when you did.
Oh, there we go, confirmation.
How else do you think you're healing her, dummy?
Yeah, dumb. Jesus. It's like I had throat cancer there for a second.
No. I don't think I'm healing her.
Is it aura transfer then? Oh, yep.
It feels more like I'm using my aura to amplify hers.
Okay, that's a lot better than
just
just straight up healing.
Pyrrha once told me I've got a lot of...
I mean, it's healing by proxy.
I still believe her.
Okay, so yeah, it sheds light on that line that Pyrrha had back in Volume 1. Ooh! What is it with Renan crashing into walls? I mean, the Nuka-Lavi, now this.
John, what's happening?
You took a heavy hit. You need to stay with me while the others fight.
That's annoying.
Wow.
Good to have you back.
That's annoying. Oh, poor Crow. Oh, fuck off, Leo.
Hiding behind the face of a child. A monster like you must be stopped.
Kind of weird too coming from him, given that he's like a fucking monster himself. Alright, I saw this in the preview.
More children must die for you.
You done goofed, son. Oh, lovely, Nora.
His semblance. He can block out pain. It's how he's able to handle injecting so much dust into his body.
Holy shit, he is like Bane. God.
I don't need him to hurt. I just need him to go down!
Damn. Man, Nora could be... Jesus! Man, Nora's a beast. Oh, hi, Adam.
What's going on in there?
Oh, obviously they're fighting.
Concern.
They're just like, holy shit. Uh-oh. Fire... oh, the fire crystals. God, that dude just sounds terrifying. Oh, it would have been nice to see the Yang Mercury fight.
Are almost done here.
I will.
Adam!
The people that have been complaining. Oh, hey, it's Blake.
Blake?
But the people that have been complaining about the fights being off screen, I kind of see where you're coming from.
Stand down!
It's just there's too much going on at once for them to keep up with. Like, I'm not. I'll explain
To think
later.
that I went through so much trouble to find you, only to have you deliver yourself to me.
Okay.
This isn't what's right for the Faunus. Stop what you're doing and we can end this peacefully.
You're wrong, Blake. And you can't stop us.
No, I can't. Not by myself.
I brought friends.
Didn't come alone.
Wow.
What?
That is a lot of people. Oh, yep,
Your
you're
brothers and sisters.
Mata? Please, stop this.
So where's Adam's, like, crew? I mean, he's got, what, 7 people? Where's the rest of them at?
Make no mistake, brothers. These are our enemies, and we will not let them ruin.
Oh, sorry, Adam, your picketing time is over. You have to disperse.
Adam Torres, this is the Mistral Police Force.
Oh no, it's the police!
Surrender peacefully.
Well, at least the Mistral police are not, you know, in Leo's pocket. Alright, kids, time to break up the party. You've disturbed the peace. There's even
happening?
calls about complaints of noise.
Sure. How are you feeling?
Better.
So, not gonna lie, that's a little underwhelming that Adam's plan just kind of fell to shit, like, right then and
Keep it
there.
up.
How? How did you do this?
Adam, it's over.
I read the script, Adam. They leaked the plot to me through spoilers on Twitter.
And it's over for all of us.
Hey, wait!
Kamikaze time! Nope, denied. Wow.
What are you doing? Trying to get us all killed?
Yeah, basically.
I am making humanity pay for what they've done.
Oh, shut up,
We
you
sent someone
man-child.
over to confirm your explosives. And once we did, she disarmed them.
Ilya. Good job, Ilya. Proud of you. Adam, you just got...
We do.
This is your business, not mine.
Oh, shot down.
Fix it.
Fix it.
I told you, Adam. It's over.
Ah!
Oh, are they gonna kill him? Oh. Wow, they made him such a, like, OP badass in Volume 3. Oh, here we go, okay. But again, there's only like 7... What the hell is that? Oh! The stinger thing from the... Is it? Yeah! Weiss is back! Oh, that is badass. Oh, and they're gonna see Blake.
Yang?
Holy shit, this is the first time all 4 have been in the same spot. How about we have... Well, then again, we are in the middle of a fight. Oh. Nope, she's gonna... Yeah, she detached her arm. Okay, that's showing that Yang is overcoming her anger. Alright. Weiss, it's time for revenge. And Sean's just like, I have the biggest boner for you right now. Sorry, that was highly inappropriate of me to say. Oh well, bye Blake. Running off again. I mean, I know she's got
was a decoy the whole time.
Oh, but yeah, she's got to go finish the fight.
Must have trusted you a great deal before she died. I bet that was a mistake.
Okay, so Leo's story does check out then. So Raven found the previous maiden, and then that maiden died and passed on the powers. Holy shit, though. We're actually watching two maidens duke it out. This is like some Devil May Cry shit right here.
Aura can't protect your arm. It's grim.
True.
You turned yourself into a monster just for power.
Also true.
Look who's talking.
Woo. Are we gonna get like Ozpin versus Cinder levels of awesomeness here? I mean, so far this fight's been pretty good. Yep, dual wielding time. I do like Raven's weapon though, because whenever the blade breaks, all she has to do is sheath it, clip another one on, and then she's back at it. Oh! Oh my god, the fucking visuals! This is like Avatar Aang versus the Fire Lord all over again. Literally a song of ice and fire right here. Ooh. Oh shit. Well, fuck. Alright, Raven, what are you gonna do? Oh. I mean, that doesn't do anything about the arm, but... Oh, okay. Alright. Well done, Raven. Well played. Oh, man, this fight is on fucking point. Oh, we finally get a Casey Williams song. Yeah, now this sounds more like the Casey Williams of old, like from previous volumes, whereas in the intro she sounds more, she has more bass in her voice, or it sounds older. Which, yeah, I've come around to liking the intro. It just took me a few listens to really enjoy it. Oh, there goes Raven's Aura, or Cinder, sorry. Oh, and Raven's okay.
Had enough yet?
Shut up! If you were stronger or more clever, then maybe you'd remember to watch your back.
Oh, Vernal! Vernal! The return of Vernal! Oh shit! Good game, Cinder. Damn, and Ruby did fuck her face up. Well, bye, Cinder. I don't think she's dead. I don't think she's dead. That would be a very underwhelming way for her to go, but still. Ah, Vernal is... Yeah, Vernal's dead. I'm kind of mixed on that. I felt like that's kind of a waste of a so far badass character, but... I mean, at least she lasted longer than Sienna Khan. But yeah, I don't think Cinder's dead. I think she'll come back next episode because Raven was able to break the ice shell that Cinder put on her, so I think Cinder will be able to do the same. And maybe like pull an LOL what on Raven. Or it might even happen this episode as soon as Raven opens up the door. But yeah, I'm glad they showed that Raven was a, well... That's why I should just focus on what's going on right now. We're about to see a relic. First relic. That's a peculiar door. Random thought just occurred to me. It'd be funny if, like, this is reminding me of Tatooine if we just see, like, 2 droids just randomly wandering in the background. So I wonder if this is, like, an alternate type of dimension, or... Oh, hello, Yang. Oh, we're gonna get Yang v. Raven, although Yang only has 1 arm. And that is the episode. Okay. Alright, so the opening bits I thought were a little, they weren't bad, they just felt kind of meh. Like, Adam kind of got bitched, or not bitched out, but he was made into a bitch, essentially, after, you know, what he did in Volume 3, so, I don't know, I was a little underwhelmed that, Blake was able to just, like, punch him, and then down he goes. I mean, he's not, like, dead or wounded or anything, but I was just like, you would think Adam would be more... I guess disciplined, but at the same time, he is a lot more unhinged, so I guess he's not thinking as clearly. And he's probably, like, you know, running completely off his own fucking ego and shit like that. So yeah, I want to get the negatives out of the way so we can get into the positives, so we can do this on the good note. Because I did like this episode. It wasn't a terrible or bad episode. There were just parts of it I was like, eh. And then, yeah, as I was saying earlier about how people were saying that they're doing all the fights off screen, I agree. It does kind of take away from the overall feeling. But, I mean, what we got was good, but at the same time, I think Rooster Teeth kind of put themselves in a corner where they have too many 1v1 fights going on for them to properly keep up with everybody. They should have had pairings like Ruby and Yang versus Emerald and Mercury. That should have been the fight from the get-go. That's what should have been going on. Instead of this type of thing. And then, yeah, you could have Ruby still do her old Silver Eye thing, and that leaves Yang, you know, by herself for a split second, because Ruby does wake up, like, literally the next episode. But, yeah, so Hazel can apparently, like, just completely snuff out any pain that he feels, which that's kind of a give or take, because pain can help you determine if you're in a bad situation, because he doesn't feel pain, so he didn't feel that grim stinger thing go into his abdomen or anything like that. He's just like, oh, something's there, holy shit. But he can't feel the pain, so... But again, like, you know, if he's critically injured, feeling pain will let him know, I'm critically injured, I need to, you know, bounce the fuck out of here. But, so yeah, Weiss is back. Weiss is confirmed alive, although she was confirmed alive last episode. But, so yeah, we know Jean's semblance is not necessarily healing, but it's healing by proxy because it's aura restoration. So, yeah, he's basically a paladin now. But I'm okay with that. I actually like how they're pulling off the semblance here. That way it's not just straight up healing. It's just aura restoration. What the hell else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I've never been the biggest fan of aura. It feels like such a video game type trope, but I mean here, I feel like they're working better with it this volume. It's working more efficiently, but I don't know. Aura's been mixed with me. Sometimes they pull it off really well. Sometimes I'm just like, I wish Aura would just go the fuck away and just, you know, disappear into the nothing. But it's so intertwined with the story and the semblances and everything like that that it would be a oddball retcon to just suddenly remove it or even quietly remove it. All right, but the other negatives were that, like, Adam brought a whopping, like, 7 or 8 people with him on in an attack on a academy. Like, even if all of the huntsmen and whatnot are gone, even if that managed to happen, you would still think he would bring, you know, at least his followers in Mistral, because they're right there. They're readily available. And, you know, you would need a contingency plan in case things go to shit, in case the, quote, authorities, in this case, they did show up. But if they did show up, that you would have some backup plan. Although he might still have the backup plan, you know. We just saw his opening tidbits where they were setting up the charges to blow the academy up. So his men may still be in the background, you know, who knows. But yeah, I mean, we still got one more episode where things are supposed to blow up, but at the same time, I'm just not sure how it's going to go, which is a good thing in one way. In one regards, it means I can't predict what's going to happen. But at the same time, it's like Adam's pretty much in a corner. Hazel's isolated for the most part. Emerald and Mercury are... I mean, they're still there, but I don't see them and Hazel working hand in hand. Vernal's dead. She's confirmed dead now. And Raven has pretty much shown her true colors in that she's not willing to work with either the RWBY gang or with not Cinder, but Salem's Lot, as I like to call them. So yeah, the bad guys are in a pickle right now. You know, at first they were kind of in the lead, they were winning, but now it's like the tables has completely turned on them. So I'm curious as to what's going to happen next episode. And then again, I think for the final episode type thing, like the last scene, if you will, the end credit scene, is going to be Tyrion getting his new tail and, you know, having his own renewed vengeance against RWBY and possibly Crow as well. So that will be an interesting thing if we get Tyrion as the big bad for next volume. Because Hazel's been a great villain. There were some people that were kind of underwhelmed with his story about, you know, his sister being the reason why he turned to Salem's side, which I was like, it's not a shit story decision. It's just a very generic, it's a generic one. It functions, it works, it's nothing spectacular, it's nothing underwhelming, it's a thing. Like, it fits. And, you know, it's just like, you know, he may have cared, you know, especially deeply about his sister. Maybe his parents were, maybe he was the one that was raising her. Like, their parents had, like, you know, either died or they didn't get to spend much time with them or whatever the case may be. But, you know, I can work with it. It's not like I had any uber expectations for Hazel as a character. I've been pleasantly surprised with his character and what we've gotten so far. The same thing goes with Watts. I like how much of an egotist. Well, he's not even an egotist because he didn't take credit for finding the Spring Maiden. He pretty much gave the credit to Crow and them. But yeah, so I mean, and then the same thing goes with Cinder. Like, I like her as a villain. I'm just not the biggest fan of Jessica Negri's voice acting because I don't know what it is. I would have to like put out almost a video in of itself to like discuss it. But I guess to quickly summarize it, I feel like she conveys like egocentrism very well, which is something Cinder should have. So I give Negri points to that. I don't know. It's just the way her voice sounds. I think it might be the delivery that falls flat for me. The tone is fine, but the delivery just seems off. But I mean, it's not like I hate everything she says. Like, every time I hear Jessica Negri's voice, I like cringe or anything like that. It's not by any stretch of the imagination that bad, because she can pull off certain lines really well. Like, you know, the jab at John, like, who are you again? That was good. I like that. That was a good jab at John, because he goes on this epic tirade of like, I'm gonna make you pay, and then she's like, who the fuck are you again? It's just like, damn, gut punch to John. Like, man, he was building up the moment, and Cinder just shut that shit down. No questions asked, no exceptions. But anyways, on to the is there anything else I want to cover? Oh yeah, the Blake like showing up. Her and Yang have like a little stare down, and then Blake just kind of fucks off. I just thought that was kind of funny. I was like, okay, Blake, thanks for coming. Thanks for playing. All right, I got to go, you know, do my thing over here, which, you know, it's fine. It's just the way it was done I thought was kind of funny. It's like, hey, guys, I'm here. Oh, by the way, I got to go take care of this fight. So we'll talk in a bit. Okay, deuces. Yeah, have fun dealing with your mom and Knievel Cinder and her, like, disciples and shit. Oh, yeah, and then this, like, fucking hulking maniac that I just sidestepped didn't say a damn thing to me. He just kind of, like, watched, like, whoa, look at all the fawness. But, anyways, yeah, I just thought that whole thing was kind of funny. Like, I'm happy that they're together, but I just think it's funny. And yeah, Yang's reaction is just like, oh, she's here. Gasp. But yeah, I think we'll get more of that, because I think the first half of like, if they do what they've been doing with the volume so far, the first half will be the big epic clash of whatever, and then the second half will be, you know, them kind of wrapping things up, the gang getting together, maybe having to sit down in Haven and being like, all right, so what's our next move? Like, where are they going to go next? And of course, you know, I think Lionheart's going to, I don't think he'll be killed, but I definitely think they're going to lock his ass up. Like, they're going to put him in a cell or something like that. But I was also thinking it would make more sense if not the police showed up, but the Mistral, like, military showed up. I think that would have been more, like, this is the military. Like, you've pissed off the Mistral military instead of the police, because you would think the military would be more well-armed than the police. Although the police and the military might be one and the same, similar to how I think it was in Full Metal Alchemist, where the military essentially runs everything. It is a military-run state. Also known as a military state. But anyways, I'm getting off track here. So the positives that I took away from this episode. Damn, that fight was good. That was like some Ozpin versus Cinder levels of good from Volume 3. You got to see them both use their skills as, you know, with blades and stuff like that. Cinder's cracking and breaking. Raven's breaking and, I almost said breaking and blaking. Her blades are blaking. They're disappearing. They're running away from her. They're just running off and fucking off into the nothing. But no, seriously. But yeah, just seeing them just like hack at each other, blades breaking, Sparks, ice, and fire flying all over the damn place, rocks falling down. That was like some fucking Clash of Titans type shit. So, best fight, no, actually, best fight of the volume so far? Yeah, I would have to say yes, even though I felt like the Blake versus Ilya one was a bit more emotionally invoking. This one was more flashy, there was more finesse to it, and such like that. And, Raven actually got the upper hand on Cinder. I mean, they were roughly half and half equal, or what have you, but yeah, Cinder was definitely the underdog in this fight, and she, let her guard down, and Vernal got one last, hurrah, and shot, or, oh yeah, wait, hold on, what did she do? I know she shot at Cinder. For some reason, I'm spacing out. I just know that she was able to distract Cinder long enough for Raven to basically KO her. But again, in the last episode, episode 12, Raven broke out of that ice shell that Cinder put her in. So I think Cinder could do the same before she quite literally, and no pun intended, hits rock bottom and come back up. And if we have a Yang Raven moment, maybe she jumps in and LOL what's on Raven, but who knows? And then you also got to factor in that Mercury and Emerald might jump back down there to help out Cinder because they know that their boss is down there. And if Yang's down there, it's like, oh shit, if she's down there, because they don't know that Vernal's dead. They don't even know what's going on down there. They just know that Cinder, Raven, and Vernal went down there to open up the relic door. But they had to know that Vernal and Raven were going to eventually turn on Cinder, or Cinder was going to turn on them. And suppose that backfires. So I think that that Emerald and Mercury are going to go down there. And I think that Cinder will come back. It'll go one of two ways. Cinder's going to LO what Raven, or Cinder's going to come back, but she's going to be so fucking hurt. And Emerald and Mercury we got to go. This whole thing is a bust. We got to bounce the fuck out of here. And so that's what they'll end up doing, and probably grabbing Hazel on the way out. Although I don't see Cinder or Hazel giving a shit about one another. They just happen to be on the same team. So yeah, the first half was a little bit oddballish, a little goofy. Adam was made to look like a bitch, even though he was built as this intimidating psychopathic badass. Although I've never been a big Adam guy. I've never cared much for his character. But it was good seeing Blake again. Or Blake, as comical as that tidbit was, barring the Yang Blake stare down thing, barring that whole thing was kind of silly to me. But, it's like, okay, Blake's got shit she's got to do. They got shit they got to do. We can reconvene at a later time. Maybe once all this BS is, blown over and we're all safe again. Safe. But, yeah, it's starting to look like the good guys are actually going to win for a volume, for a change. Because, you can say that in Volume 1, yeah, they won. But Roman got the dust in the very next volume. Yeah, sure, they captured Roman in Volume 2, but the plan still went off without a hitch in Volume 3. So in the end, those victories were kind of meaningless. It's like you're winning the battles, but you're losing the war. But here it looks like they're going to win a battle that actually means something in the grand scheme of the war. And that is they're going to be able to save Haven Academy. Leo's probably going to be forced out of his position of power, kicked off the council, and they'll have somebody else step in to replace them. And this is totally a crackpot theory, but they make Gira the new headmaster. That would be fucking lit. Or Kali, either one, or both. Dual headmasters. That would be cool, if this could be the start of them saying yeah, okay, you guys are no longer on your little island in Menagerie. You now have governance up here in Mistral because you came to the aid of this academy that I, Ospen, helped build, and then you also helped out the Mistral population. So it's like the Faunus are finally getting the redemption arc, or not even redemption arc, but where they're stepping into the light, where the good guy version of the White Fang is coming back into play to supplant the fanatically insane one. But that's totally not going to happen. But I would fanboy the fuck out if it did. But anyway, so yeah, there were a couple of hits and misses for this episode. But again, the Raven Cinder fight that stole the show for me. That easily made any negatives I had. That easily took it all away. I was like, okay, this fight just made this episode for me because it was great and it had a believable outcome. You got to see Raven be a badass. You got to see Cinder do what she does. And, unfortunately, Vernal is dead. I'm still kind of mixed on how I feel about that because I feel like that's kind of a wasted character. But it's not like she went out, without doing something to help out. And, Raven did seem to be like, damn, Vernal's dead. Like, my close right-hand person is now dead. So it's like, well, so much for Because who else in the tribe have we seen that's really done anything? What, shady guy who got his ass kicked by Yang? But yeah, the tribe's been underwhelming. I mean, they were supposed to be made to believe these bandits are a big threat, but I don't know. But anyway, folks, I've rambled on long enough. It's been 30 minutes. Holy shit. God, I could talk sometimes. For better or worse, I'll leave that up to you to decide if that's a good thing or not. If you like what I have to say, I appreciate it. And if you don't like what I have to say, well, I guess you can let me know down below, or dislike the video, or whatever you feel you need to do. Or just click the video like, oh, look up, fuck out of here. All right, so anyway, folks, I got some stuff I got to do. I did enjoy this episode. It wasn't my favorite, but it did have what I would consider the best fight of this volume so far. So anyway, folks, I've been Luke of Light, and this has been RWBY Volume 5, Chapter 13. And I forgot the... Oh, yeah, Downfall. Right, because Cinder fell. Yeah, plenty. Anyways, have a good day, folks.